I do want to talk about the Jets because I think heading into this game, this was, I don't want to say overlooking the Steelers, but the main story was about the Jets, even though Russell Wilson was starting, right? Because you got Devontae
Yeah.
Adams back. Let's see how this offense is going to do. Try to get Devontae Adams early and was just missed him a little bit. And that was a rough game. And again, like everyone's going to crap on Aaron Rodgers, and for some, rightfully so. Like that Garrett Wilson interception is not his fault, right? Literally hits him in the chest. But man, this is deflating as hell if you are a Jets fan, and also probably the expectation at this point. But the fact that things are not looking better, you're unable to knock off the Steelers, which even the Cowboys were able to do that. It's bad. And I think it's, again, just the expectations heading into it were so high, and they're only getting higher, right? And it's like, okay, well, you fired your head coach. He's gone now. All right, well, now we're bringing in Devontae Adams. So now let's see. And still you score 15 points. And again, kudos to the Steelers defense, 100%.
They're good D, yeah.
Yeah, they're good defense. But damn, dude, like it's rough. And the Jets don't have the worst schedule, but I mean, I know we're in week 7, but we're starting to get there. We're like, okay, we're starting to get a feel of who's good and who's not. And it just feels like the deficiencies of the Jets, man. Like if they can't win these games, it's going to be a problem. And
yeah, I think they
stinky.
I don't know. They're just a dumb football team, the Jets. It's like they don't have a guy who is planning on being their head coach this season. It's like they don't have a dynamic play caller running their offense. Breece Hall was having a hell of a game.
Yeah.
Keep leaning on that. Keep getting Breece Hall more and more touches when he's got the hot hand.
Well, he was being good as a receiver. Like as a receiver, he was great because their run game, dude, they have 54 yards. And again, this is why going against the Steelers defense, I understand. They're
take a page out of the Russell Wilson playbook and check down to your running back every time. And Breece Hall, you might have had like 200 receiving yards in that game.
Dude, they bring in Devontae Adams. You have Garrett Wilson, Devontae Adams, and their number one hookup, like with Allen Lazard. Yeah. And your leading receiver is Breece Hall.
I think Adams had like 3 receptions for 30 yards, right? But I think obviously you got to give Adams a little bit of time to acclimate there. It's just on a weird week, right? That was the biggest story. It trumped Russell Wilson starting. It trumped Trump in Pittsburgh. And it trumped Amari Cooper going to the Buffalo Bills. So it does have the most attention. It's a primetime game on top of all that.
For whatever dumb reason.
So it's just going to take a little time, I think, for Adams to really find his role in that offense, the current iteration of whatever the hell that offense is. And we saw like Amari Cooper struggling a little bit to acclimate in Buffalo, but he had a touchdown. He had more receiving yards. Even if Keon Coleman is telling him what route to run, like he didn't get the playbook. I think Cooper said to like Wednesday or Thursday for the Bills. So I think we'll see both Cooper and Adams look better, a little bit better next week. And maybe 3 weeks from now, you kind of see how they actually fit. The difference is the Bills are sitting atop that division. They're in the driver's seat, and the Jets got to dig themselves out of a hole. And the thing we thought that would do that would keep them at a winning record at this point is their defense doesn't look great. It's been very good at times this season, but it's not been the same defense it was the previous 2 years. So who knows?
That's fair, Kyle. Yeah, no, the run defense has been disappointing all season, though, for the Jets. I mean, they can't really stop the run. The 49ers ran all over them. The Steelers ran all over them last night.
But they're going to get Reddick in the mix.
Yeah.
So good job.
So, I mean, you're sitting at 2-5, and I just want to take a look at the Jets because this is going to be this is going to be all the talk this morning.
They got to win like 6 in a row.
Yeah. So they're playing the Patriots next.
Winnable.
They should be able to win that game. Then they're playing the Texans.
Lose.
That's going to be
losable,
tough.
winnable.
Cardinals.
Win. A bowl.
Colts.
Winnable.
Winnable. Then you got the Seahawks. Who the hell knows?
Winnable and losable.
It's true. Then you got the Dolphins. We'll see.
Winnable.
Maybe. Then they got the Jaguars. Rams
might be turning a corner, but winnable.
Rams, which is this December 22nd. So
Who knows? Rams might have Cooper Kupp back by then.
And then they got Bills and Dolphins.
Yeah. So that's a favorable schedule.
That's what I'm saying. Like, it is possible for them to go on a run with them sitting at 2-5. You can
they can turn it around. You're right.
Do you think it's too extreme to say like they can lose one more game?
No, they can lose.
You think they could to make the playoffs? You think that they can? I think they can lose one more,
possibly make the playoffs. Sure.
Yeah, because like you're 11-6.
11-6 is a good record.
It's a good record.
They can probably lose 2 more and be in the mix because I think the team they just lost to, the Steelers, they're in a
dark taco. Let's go.
A division where it's going to be either the Steelers or Ravens. Maybe the Bengals sneak in there. To be competing within that division, but all of those teams have at least 2 losses, right? So
that's what I'm saying. The AFC is going to be competitive, but the AFC South probably is going to like produce just one. AFC West probably going to produce one. So
no. We might get 2 in the AFC West.
Okay, maybe
could be Broncos or Chargers.
Okay, maybe you get
mathematically.
Sure, and then North 2, most likely, right? So yeah, there's room.
There is room.
We'll see. I mean, the Jets just again, it's just the expectations, and it feels like almost every game it has to be a playoff game, and it's week 7, which is not ideal.
You need that mentality.
But I mean, listen, Rodgers done it before, but it's just. And again, like, I don't think Rodgers is bad. It's just like he's not prime Rodgers, and I think needs more support around him. But again, because he's not playing his best.
Yeah.
Like, dude, like the team is going to go where Aaron Rodgers goes, because I think the narrative was, hey, or at least this is what we all got talked into. Yeah, the offensive line's banged up, but the defense is so good. The defense is amazing. And again, that, like you said, the defense can be amazing, but that run defense is not there. So if a team can establish the run and just like take time off the clock, that's it. Like you're rocking. So